Welcome everyone. Uh, have you ever wondered what customers are looking for on Amazon Singapore? Why some of your products, do very well online, but other struggles to make a mark? So it's all about consumer behavior and trends. So welcome to Amazon session on product and category trend. In this session, we will answer some of the questions all of you have on customer trends. With respect to customer demand, we are looking at three broad category of products. We have a stable growth category, we have high growth category of products, and we have the new norms, which are the new trends which we are observing. So at Amazon, we are a very data-backed company. We looked at the data and the consumer spends, and we came up with these three category of products. So let's deep dive and have a look at what are the products which fall under each of these categories. Uh, stable growth category of products are products wherein we have seen a decent growth in the last few years, and we continue to see growth forward in looking, we expect a decent growth in 2022 and in 2023 as well. So some of the major broad categories which are falling in this bucket are the PC category, the wireless, and the home office. We believe this demand in this segment is driven by consumer behavior. The customers in Singapore are very tech savvy. They love to spend on gadgets. And secondly, we have this overall trend of hybrid workplace, wherein most of the companies are moving towards hybrid workplace and work from home environment. And in this scenario, people spend a lot on like setting up their home offices. They spend a lot on home office and furniture, things like laptops, monitors, speakers, headsets. Let's move on to the next bucket of products, which is the high growth category product. Wellness at home continues to be a trend in Singapore. With the pandemic coming in and still being there with us, we see a lot of customers spending on wellness, right? So health and personal care category is very, very positively impacted by this trend, and people continue to spend on products like supplements, anti-aging products, scented oils, massagers. So we expect the consumer behavior to change because of the post-pandemic in the post-pandemic world, and we believe that customers will continue spending on wellness products. Let's move on to the next category of products, which is the new normal categories. These are categories wherein we are seeing a good demand post the pandemic, but the future is a little bit uncertain. So we see a lot of Singaporeans traveling overseas, and because of that, there is a demand for related products in the travel category. We have seen a huge demand for travel bags, travel bottles, and cameras. So although we believe it's a strong trend, the future for this category is a little bit uncertain. We don't know what the future holds, and it really depends on the consumer trends and the overall macro environment. So just to summarize the three major trends I talked about, the smart nation and the smart living trend, driven by the hybrid workforce model, which is being adopted by all the companies in Singapore. The second trend is wellness at home, which really drives a lot of growth for health and personal care categories. And the third category of products is related to the travel to overseas, which has a positive impact on categories like luggage, travel bottle, camera, and travel accessories. So these were the high-level trends, But if you are a seller already kind of selling on any of the e-commerce platform and on Amazon Singapore, you may want to know a little more in detail what are the products which are doing well, right? So let's move on to cover some of those categories in detail. So within the wireless and the PC segment, these are some of the major products we have, which are very, very popular among the Singapore customers. We have products like mobile phones, smartwatches, activity trackers, and the related products like screen protectors, cases, watch bands. And some of the key brands I've mentioned here, which are like Samsung, Spigen, Logitech. But just to reiterate, these are some of the brands which are already popular on with Singapore customers, and it's obviously not the complete list. Moving on with PC and computers, the products which are very popular are laptops, monitor, laptop stands, routers, keyboards. And some of the popular brands are, Dell, Prism, LG, and TP-Link. Moving on, the next category I would like to cover is electronics and video games. Again, it's a very important category for us, and some of the popular products in electronics include headphones, speakers, adapters, microphones, right? And in the toy and video game category, video game consoles are very, very popular, and toy products like building blocks, toy figures, art and craft kits, and even drones. Again, I've listed some of the popular brands. They by no means are the only brands, but these are some of the popular brands we have on Amazon Singapore. Moving on. So the next segment I would want to cover is the health and personal care category and the beauty supplies category. So this is, again, it's a very popular set of category. As I mentioned, wellness at home is a very big theme for Singapore customers, and products like tooth whiteners, nutrition supplements, multivitamins, herbal supplements, massagers, scales are very, very popular. With respect to the beauty supplies, the general beauty supplies, face wash, moisturizers, lotions, hair coloring product, and hair styling products are again very popular. And some of the brands have been listed below are Neutrogena, CeraVe, Crest, Brio. So moving on to the next category of products, which is household and kitchen supplies. Again, this is a very, very popular segment of products among the customers. Some of the popular subcategory within these bucket are rice cookers, air fryers, frying pans, kitchen knives. And with respect to household goods, robot vacuum cleaners are very, very popular. Even the handheld vacuum cleaners are very, very popular, along with products like air purifier, blankets, electric fans, which are very popular. Again, I've listed some of the key brands, which are Dyson, Airbot, Tenneco, DeLonghi, Philips, and Tefal for household products. Again, some of the sellers among us might be like very new, and they may still have doubts with respect to how do I get started, right? What are the real products? So I understand the categories and some of the popular brands, but what are really the products I can start with? So for all such sellers who are still confused about the products they should start with on Amazon Singapore, Amazon has invested in a tool called the Product Suggestions tool. This tool has been launched about a month ago on Amazon. This tool provides recommendations to the sellers on a personalized level. This is backed by a lot of advanced technologies like machine learning and artificial intelligence. And we have put in a lot of effort to kind of create this tool, which provide recommendations at a personalized level to the seller, based on the seller profile. And the good news is that this tool is available for free to each of our seller who has a Seller Central account. So the only thing we need, basically, to start using this tool is to have an account on Amazon Seller Central. So let me provide you a quick demo of the tool, how it works. So as I mentioned, right, the first step to start using this tool is to create an account on Amazon Seller Central. Once you have an account on the Amazon Seller Central, you can go to the Growth tab and click on the Product Suggestions tool. You will be prompted to kind of select a category, and there are close to 20 plus categories which you can list and select based on the profile you have and what you are interested in selling. So for this demo, let me kind of select the toys category. So once we select the toys categories, we have just pay close attention. It provides recommendations at a product level, but also at a brand and subcategory level. So in the page which you see on the screen, we have recommendations at a brand and subcategory level. By that, what I mean is that you can see the brand Crayola as a brand which has been recommended, but what it has been recommended for is art and craft kits and toys. Funko game is another recommendation from the tool, and for Funko games, the subcategory which has been recommended is action figures. Right? Same is the case for Bandai, which is popular with respect to action figures. So the tool does not give you a recommendation at a brand level. It also talks about some of the categories which are popular from the brand. As I mentioned about this tool, you can actually get product level recommendation. So let me show you what that means on the next slide. So this is obviously a snapshot of products. The complete list would be obviously long and scrollable, and once you have an account and once you browse for yourself, you can go through a list of products which are very, very popular. So here on the screen, you can see 3 products which are popular with Amazon customers, and based on your interest, you can actually shortlist by clicking on the star icon. The tool also provides you to kind of click on sell this product. If you click on that button, you can start selling this product in a very short time, within 5 minutes, by specifying the cost you want to sell it at and specifying the fulfillment method and the inventory you hold. So as I mentioned, you can add your sellers who are new kind of can go through this product suggestions. They can look at brand level recommendations, item level recommendations, ASIN level recommendations, and shortlist them for future perusal. So there are some other features of the tool, but I'm going to cover how we can shortlist and review the shortlisting once you are done with your research, as well as from the recommendations from the product suggestions tool. You can shortlist and then start the listing process. So that covers the demo of the product suggestions tool. I would highly encourage, if you already have an account on Seller Central, to browse through the recommendations from the tool. And if you are a new seller, please register yourself on Amazon Singapore, create a Seller Central account, and then explore the opportunities from the product suggestions tool, and then start listing and start selling on Amazon Singapore. So this brings me to the end of the products and category trend session. Please use the QR code or the link to answer, to put down your questions. I'll take some time to kind of answer your questions you have, answer the questions you have. So we have a first question. I have a large number of products that I sell offline. How should I decide which products to sell on Amazon Singapore? I think it's a good question. Uh, what I would recommend on this, if you already have a large set of products, as a seller, what I would recommend is that you should list all of them on Amazon Singapore, right? So the customer is the king with respect to the real demand. When you are getting started, but for a new seller who is about to get started, we should use our research in terms of using the tools, which is product suggestions tool. But if you're already dealing with some products and some selection, it's best to list all the products, and you will get a sense of where the customer demand lies. Uh, what are the most trending products for beginners to sell on Amazon Singapore? So as I mentioned, I had covered like approximately 8 categories during my presentation across beauty, health and personal care, electronics, wireless, PC, toys and video games, and all of these categories have very, very popular products among the categories. Uh, so how to start selling with Amazon? I think it depends on the profile of the seller, right? What is the segment you are interested as a seller? And then take help from, use the product suggestion tools to identify some of the products you can start selling with. So it broadly depends on the profile you have, what is your interest area, and how you want to kind of get started. But among each category, there is a scope to kind of grow and perform and grow with Amazon Singapore. So we have a next question. Is the product suggestions tool only specific to Amazon Singapore? So this tool is present in a lot of other marketplaces, but it is not present in each marketplace. So overall, we have 20 plus marketplaces where Amazon is launched, but this tool is present in close to 6 marketplaces. So the tool which I covered here has been launched for Amazon Singapore, and this tool is specific for Amazon Singapore. But if you are interested in selling in other marketplaces, some of them may have this product suggestions tool, but not every marketplace has this tool. Okay. Thank you for your time, everyone. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Enjoy the rest of your day.